matchups like this every week. But when we do, all eyes are focused. A top 10 matchup, playoff expectations becoming a storyline, and the stakes are soaring in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Marion. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's back. Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now backed up in their own end, it's third and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. The short hands, it's Fletcher.
Guys on the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. To the air on second down. That's reeled in, it's Daniels. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Throws to the tight end. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on fourth down.
6-9-1, Gators score. 8-4. Longer.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, That's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Delivers to stiff arm. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Going for it all. Touchdown, Canes. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the play.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He rifles one deep to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. Running free. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooners.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. That's caught. It's Daniels. Discards him with the stiff arm. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On the ground, it's Fletcher. He breaks a tackle. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Back to throw, it's Beck. Quarterback moving. Looking down the left side. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Finally brought down. What a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Almost everything has gone their way so far, up 21-7, and they have it back. Oh, they're after him. He got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Quarterback making checks. The snap sets up the throw. Gets rid of it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Back to pass, it's Beck. Throws to the back. And the timing just a hair off.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football.
He tries to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds a man on the right.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he's been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got it in the middle, it's Burks. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking for a man, it's Beck. He lobs one high down the left side. And that will... incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. Second quarter's coming. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head. Every week. But when we do, all eyes are focused. A top 10 matchup, playoff expectations becoming a storyline, and the stakes are soaring in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Sooners will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down to the 16. Much better off to take the touchback. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. To throw, it's Beck. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Grab near the sticks. It's Marion. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a The give on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Hurricanes send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Hold and finds his man on the left. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Creates a little room. There he goes. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Using his feet. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Third and goal for the offense. They're trying to slam it in. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
From the gun, running back on the move. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out through the 25.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Runs through the tackle. And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Beck. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marion. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Miami. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. Catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of the game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Mateer. Quickly complete. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to him again. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Bunch formation for these receivers. Out of the gun to give to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And the Hurricanes looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
Yeah, and that... So frustrating because he did the right thing and got the 1st down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a huge game-changing, momentum-changing type play now.
Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, for go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Got the quick pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. Bringing it back. Really good job making the play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. He's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Motion from the wideout. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Trying play action. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. To the air, it's back. Flips it out in the flat. Breaks into the open. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wants to change this route. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throwing right. Finds his man. It's Ott. A quick tackle made, and he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Sooners in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Hits him with a stiff arm. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed...
He'll take a shot. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to let it go. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, This quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll immediately call timeout.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I like the play call there. I know it falls incomplete, but you're in the defensive side of the field right now, and you're going back to the guy that's already scored a touchdown for you. This guy has stepped up. He's made a play. So if I'm on offense, I keep throwing him the football.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll throw it from the red zone. Lets it fly. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown Sooner.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. The sweet feet buy a little time. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the right. Got him in the open. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Inside the 10. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan.
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. It's caught downfield. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. All kinds of room to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield. Record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
And you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns, Palooza. What a nice day.
They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive in this. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And the Canes are in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Pringle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got nothing on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made...
Going for the big play. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Miami. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
Yeah, if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for space. It's up. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Got a man. It's up. Still on his feet at the 45. Off to the races to the right. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And he is stopped immediately lead by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Pocket breaking down. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown Sooner.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before. He gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Looking for a gap. It's Fletcher. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Off play action. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to throw, it's back. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. Keep this drive alive.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. Right back to the well. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Toss sweep to the right. Gets it past the marker. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to throw on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air. It's back. They'll run the screen. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets him down to the 26. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. The screen, he can go. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they take it in for 6 more points. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, They believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their play.
Lets it fly. It's complete. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry. But they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Unloads to the wideout. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Looking downfield, it's back. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's caught. It's Marion. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect third down and long execution by this defense.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to run it. Took care of it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing that he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Sooners head quickly to the line. Might be calling a hot route. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced a loss. And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. To the air, it's Mateer. Setting up the screen. Turning it up. Not enough space. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. He's looking to pass. Touchdown Sooners! Quick strike through the air for the score. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. To the air on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he
throws another interception, his third of the night.